The bold and the beautiful, Liam's wedding wreck, tragic death, and the dark secret only hope can reveal in a shocking twist that will rattle even the most seasoned fans of The Bold and the Beautiful. Liam Spencer will unleash a storm of obsession, jealousy, and irreversible tragedy in the most dramatic episode to date. What was meant to be a celebration of love between Hope Logan and Carter Walton turns into chaos, heartbreak, and death. The stage is set for a catastrophic unraveling of emotion, and by the time the curtain falls, nothing will ever be the same. It begins with the wedding. All eyes are on Hope and Carter. After months of emotional struggle, heartbreak, and healing, Hope has chosen to move forward. Carter Walton, patient and devoted, has stood by her through the wreckage of her past. Their union symbolizes a fresh start, clean, grounded, and free from the endless tug-of-war between Hope and Liam. But that illusion of peace is obliterated the moment Liam walks in. No one expects him. Not even Hope. Especially not Carter. Dressed in black, Liam storms through the church doors with fury in his eyes and destruction on his mind. He doesn't wait. He doesn't speak in warnings. He charges down the aisle like a man possessed, grabbing whatever's in front of him and sending it flying. Flowers, decorations, chairs, chaos. The guests gasp, stand, some try to stop him, but Liam is unrelenting. He charges the altar, rips the veil from Hope's head, and grabs her by the wrist. Carter tries to intervene. That's when Liam turns violent. In a shocking escalation, Liam punches Carter across the face, sending him to the ground. The crowd erupts, but Liam doesn't care. He pulls Hope to him, ignoring her protests, and begins to drag her down the aisle, out of the church, away from the wedding, away from the life she was about to begin. Hope is stunned. She's seen Liam angry. She's seen him jealous. But this is something else. Something darker. "What are you doing?" she asks, her voice cracking as they exit into the sunlight. "Why are you doing this?" Liam doesn't give her a clear answer, just fragmented declarations. That he loves her. That he can't stand the idea of her being with Carter. That he'd rather destroy everything than watch her marry someone else. That she belongs with him, no matter what. And then, terrifyingly, if I can't have you, no one will. Hope flinches. She tries to pull away, but Liam won't let go. Meanwhile, back inside the church, Carter struggles to get to his feet, blood on his lip and heartbreak in his chest. He's not just reeling from the blow, he's grappling with the horror of what's just happened. The woman he loves, dragged away by a man who's completely lost control. Carter tries to follow them, but it's too late. They're gone. Vanished into the city, into the unknown. Minutes turn into hours. Panic sets in. The guests leave. The police are called. Carter waits. And then the phone rings. The voice on the other end is cold and clinical. There's been an accident. A serious one. 2 people. A car crash. 1 dead. 1 hospitalized. Carter's breath catches. Then the voice continues. Liam is dead. Hope is in critical condition. The world goes silent. The police inform Carter that the crash was severe. No other vehicles were involved. No witnesses. The car veered off the road and slammed into a guardrail. The impact was instant. Liam was killed at the scene. Hope survived, barely, and is now in a medically induced coma. The cause of the crash is unknown, but the police are investigating every possibility, including foul play. The only person who can answer their questions is Hope. And until she wakes up, the truth stays buried. Back at the hospital, Carter sits by Hope's bedside, his heart broken, his hands shaking. He doesn't just mourn the wedding that never happened, he mourns the woman fighting for her life, and the madness that stole their future. The question that haunts everyone now is the same. What happened in that car? What was Liam thinking? Was it truly an accident? Or did Liam, driven by a twisted sense of love and control, drive that car off the road on purpose? The possibility is too horrifying to consider, and yet it lingers in every hallway, in every whisper from the detectives on the case. As days pass, Hope remains unconscious. The press gets wind of the story. Tragic wedding hijacked by ex-lover becomes the headline of the week. Speculation runs wild. Some believe Liam simply lost control of the car. Others, those closer to the situation, Steffi, Brooke, even Ridge, start to wonder if Liam's obsession went much deeper. If maybe he planned this. If maybe he wanted Hope to die with him. Only one person knows the truth. And eventually, she opens her eyes. Hope wakes up slowly. Her body is bruised. Her memory is clouded. But one thing becomes clear very quickly. She remembers the crash. She remembers Liam's face. His words, his grip on the wheel, his manic eyes. And she remembers what he said just moments before they crashed. We're going to be together forever now. The realization hits her like another collision. He did it. Liam meant to die. And he meant to take her with him. The horror in Hope's eyes confirms the police's worst suspicions. They begin to reconstruct the events leading up to the crash. The speeding, the lack of skid marks, the absence of any attempt to brake, and Liam's final words, spoken with chilling conviction, confirm what they feared. This was no accident. It was a murder-suicide, and Hope was never meant to survive. Back at Forrester Creations, the news spreads like wildfire. Brooke can barely process what her daughter went through. Ridge, stunned, can't believe Liam, once trusted, once family, could fall so far. Steffi feels the twist of guilt, knowing her complicated history with Liam was just another weight on his unraveling mind. And Carter feels rage. Because not only did Liam destroy their wedding, he tried to destroy Hope's life entirely. The woman Carter loves was almost taken from him forever by the man who once claimed to love her most. As Hope recovers, the trauma lingers. Her scars aren't just physical, they're emotional, psychological. Every glance at a rearview mirror, every sharp turn, every silence in the night reminds her of that moment. The steering wheel, the cliff, the intent, the betrayal. But she's also changed, stronger, clearer. She knows now that love cannot come from control. That Liam's version of love was never about trust, it was about possession. And she refuses to be anyone's possession ever again. Now she must testify. For the record. For closure. For justice. The police need her statement. So do the people who loved Liam and can't believe what he became. Hope delivers it, composed and deliberate. She recounts the wedding, the abduction, the crash, and Liam's final words. The truth, as painful as it is, must be spoken. And she does it. Afterward, she returns home, not to the life she had before, but to one she must now rebuild. Carter stays by her side. Not pushing, not demanding, just present. Whether their love survives this storm is uncertain. But one thing is crystal clear, Liam Spencer's mask has shattered forever. And in its place is the chilling memory of a man who couldn't let go and almost took everything down with him. Stay tuned. The fallout has only begun. CBS The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Sheila's warning, Luna's gamble, and Electra's wrath set the stage for chaos. Tomorrow's episode of The Bold and the beautiful promises to throw gasoline on a fire that's already burning out of control. Drama is about to erupt, loyalties will be tested, and the battle lines are being drawn with blood, sweat, and secrets. At the center of the chaos? Sheila Carter Sharp's ominous warning, Luna Nozawa's reckless move, and Electra Forrester's explosive reaction. Fans better brace themselves. This isn't a soft soap. It's war. Sheila Carter-Sharp isn't new to manipulation. She's built a reputation for orchestrating chaos with the precision of a master tactician. But this time, her concern comes from a surprising place, genuine fear. Not for herself, but for the unstable game Luna Nozawa is playing. The episode opens with Sheila warning Luna, "Don't send that message. Don't stir up another fire when the ashes of your last mistake are still smoldering." Sheila knows what Will Spencer represents. He's not just another pretty face. He's a trigger, a symbol of something Luna's trying too hard to grab, too soon, without the patience to earn it. But Luna doesn't listen. She's blinded by desire, not wisdom. She's convinced herself that a single message, a flirtatious, strategic, possibly desperate message, will tip the scales. She imagines it will make Will see her in a new light, forget the past, and run toward her with open arms. But she's wrong. And Sheila knows it. Luna's move isn't just impulsive, it's dangerous. She's pushing herself back into the spotlight, just when she should be laying low. Finn has already dismissed her. Her past moves with Will haven't landed. And let's not forget, this isn't her first attempt to seduce him. We're talking about someone who once stripped down and tried to seduce Will right at Forrester Creations, only to be coldly rejected. Will didn't cave then, and he's not likely to now. But Luna, ever stubborn, thinks this time is different. As she hits send, a ripple starts moving through the BNB universe. Will gets the message. And instead of responding to Luna, he does something that changes everything. He shows Electra Forrester. He doesn't hide it. He doesn't delete it. He lets Electra see exactly what Luna's trying to do. Electra's reaction? Fire, fury, and zero forgiveness. Electra Forrester isn't someone who plays second fiddle to anyone. Especially not to someone like Luna. To Electra, Luna isn't a threat. She's an annoyance. A gnat buzzing around something she'll never reach. But that doesn't mean Electra will let the slight go unanswered. Tomorrow, viewers will witness Electra unleash a storm that's been brewing for weeks. It's not just about Will. It's about respect, dominance, and survival in a world where one misstep can cost everything. The showdown happens fast. Electra finds Luna. The tension is immediate. The insults are sharp. The accusations are vicious. But what starts as verbal warfare quickly turns physical. The two women don't hold back. There are no soft slaps or restrained yells. This is raw, primal anger. Sheila is forced to intervene, stepping between the chaos and pulling the two women apart before someone gets seriously hurt. It's a rare moment where Sheila becomes the peacekeeper. Because even she knows the consequences of letting this battle continue unchecked could be fatal, figuratively or otherwise. But this is the bold and the beautiful, and nothing is ever that simple. While Sheila is breaking up the brawl, another variable threatens to destabilize everything. Deacon Sharp. If he's at Il Giardino when the fallout begins, Sheila's position becomes even more compromised. Deacon knows too much. He's been too close for too long. One misstep, one overheard conversation, and Sheila's carefully constructed reality starts to crumble. And let's not forget the darkest piece of this twisted puzzle, Sheila's decision that Steffi Forrester Finnegan must die. It's a sentence hanging over the narrative like a guillotine. It hasn't dropped yet, but when it does, everything will change. Because when Sheila sets her mind on destruction, she doesn't stop until the target is eliminated. So where does that leave Luna? Caught in a spiral of her own making. Her attempt to win over Will has failed again, and now she's facing Electra's wrath, Sheila's disappointment, and Will's rejection. Each mistake she makes drags her deeper into a hole she may not be able to climb out of. And where does that leave Electra? Empowered, infuriated, and ready for revenge. This isn't over for her. It's just beginning. She's not going to let Luna off easy. The next move will be hers, and it's going to be brutal. Will Spencer, meanwhile, becomes the eye of the storm. Unmoved by Luna's desperation and disillusioned by the games around him, he may find himself stepping away from both women entirely. Or, more dangerously, he might be pulled in deeper than he expects, especially if Electra uses the message as leverage. And Sheila? She's watching, always watching, balancing her own secrets with the chaos unfolding in front of her. Her warning to Luna wasn't just advice, it was a line in the sand. Luna crossed it. Now Sheila has to decide. Does she protect Luna from the consequences or let the girl burn? The stakes are higher than ever. Tomorrow's episode will be a powder keg of emotional carnage. No one's safe. No one's clean. And everyone is about to learn the hard way what happens when secrets collide with obsession. Don't look away. The storm is here.